First, we'll start with the offensive staff, and then we'll have the defensive staff. And they got about a minute to tell a fall camp story. So here we go.
Good afternoon. My name is Troy Walters. I coach the wide receivers. And this summer, I challenged and asked each of the receivers to pick and choose one word that would kind of be their focus word for the season, one that they would try to pursue every day. And some of those words were reliable, dependable, toughness, savage, greatness, productive, dominate, determined, ambitious, focused, confident, relentless, unstoppable, persistent, and excellence. And I told them if they pursue that each day and they become more like that word, then we're going to be an unstoppable unit. I'm excited about the receivers. This is probably the most talented and deepest group I've had since I've been here, and we're excited to get on the field September 3rd against Hawaii. Thank you for your support, and go Buffs.
Hi, my name's Gary Bernardi. I work with the offensive line. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. The beautiful building is beautiful, and we're going to work hard to fill it and do a good job. We had a good experience, the offensive line. We had the first annual offensive line golf tournament, the discretionary week before we got started. And the first hole at Haystack Mountain is 260 yards, slightly up a hill. And in the first group, Sully Weefels, one of our offensive linemen, drove his ball, and it landed on the green. His team got a birdie. And I was in the second group, and Sam Cronsage, one of our offensive tackles, he hit a heck of a drive. I said, man, Sam, that's pretty close. He hit it over the green, 260 yards over the green. He chipped up and got a birdie. So we ended up having a heck of a nice time and got together in a sociable atmosphere and had fun before the season, but I'm expecting them, and they expect to play really well this year. Thank you very much.
I'll put it at the podium here. Feel comfortable with that. All right. My name's Clayton Adams. I coach the tight ends and the running backs. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to my friends here that I'm sitting with at the Hazel Beverage World table. You guys are awesome. Comfortable and familiar with your products. One of the things that I talk to my wife about sometimes when I go home at night is what really makes your job enjoyable in this business is when you like and respect the guys that you work with. And not just the staff, because we've been together for a long time, and the new additions have been great, but the guys that I get to work with on a daily basis are unbelievable people. The players, the tight ends, the running backs, the fullbacks. And probably the point where I realized that this year we had a chance to be really special in our group was when somebody messes something up, one of the young guys or maybe one of the old guys that didn't have a real good play, and I turn around to say something to them, one of the other guys is already coaching them. And I think that's a pretty special and unique quality that we have in our group. I'm very excited about the depth that we have. I'm excited about the talent that we have. And I'm really very, very excited about the season. Go Buffs.
Hi, I'm Brian Lindgren, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach. I'd like to follow Gary. Our quarterbacks, we went out and played golf, and I wish I could tell some stories of them hitting some good shots as well. But there wasn't a golfer in the group. We had to put a limit, an 8-stroke limit. This is at Haystack Mountain as well, just to pick the ball up and go on to the next hole. I felt bad for the people that were playing behind us. But I'll talk about the offense really quick. Everyone wants to talk about Seffel and Nelson Spruce. In our stable running backs that we have, the group that I'm most excited about is our offensive line up front. And I think we've gotten a lot stronger, and I like our depth there. And I think we're going to go as far as those guys are going to take us. And I'm really excited about that group, and I really look forward to watching them play this season. Thank you.
My name is Toby Ninus. I'm the special teams coach. It is a privilege to be on Mike McIntyre's staff at the University of Colorado. I love this state. This is my home state. My family lives here. It's a privilege to come to work and see the Flatirons every day. That is not beyond my appreciation. I also am very grateful to work with the young people that I work with. We had a big changeover in the team's phases. We lost both legs. We do return our snapper. We have very talented legs in the unit, very powerful legs in the unit. All three kids that are kicking and punting the football right now are over 200 pounds, so there's certainly some power there. Your Buffs worked very diligently through this camp and over this past summer to improve their techniques, both in coverage and in protection. And for the Buffs to be good, we have to be good in the team's phases. I'm very grateful to be at the University of Colorado. Go Buffs, beat Warriors.
Hello, my name is Charles Clark. I work with the defensive backs, the cornerbacks. Our fall camp has been pretty good for us, trying to stay healthy. I got 8 guys back there that I believe in and trust, and I think they trust me as well. I got a quote from Clayton probably a couple years ago saying, experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. And I think that's the last 2 years, that's what we got the results as far as on the football field. So with that experience carrying into this year, I look forward to letting those guys cut loose in about 2 weeks. Beat Warriors. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Jim Jeffcoat, and I'd like to thank the CU Buff fans for everything they've done for us. And it is a great facility. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable facility. It's probably, if it's not, the best in the country, and we're all proud of that. The big thing on the defensive line this year, we had a barbecue, and they shouldn't quit their day jobs. That's the honest truth. None of them can play horseshoes. They're average basketball players, so they got to be good football players. We got depth this year, and that's what I'm excited about, is our depth on the D-line. We got young guys that have come in and young guys that are stepping up, and we're excited about it. We're excited about this season and excited about the opportunity to play Hawaii on September 3rd. Go Buffs!
My name is Joe Tumpkin. I'm the other half of the defensive backfield. I coach the safeties with Coach Clark. Thank you very much for all the support and the things that you've done with the new facility. I really appreciate it, because the last place I had, and some people have heard, I didn't have a window. So now I got a window that looks out at the Flatirons, which is twice as best. The safeties have been, coming in defensive back, and I came in and got hired in February, and coming in and watching how those kids and those players back there have accepted my coaching style and the way that I've done things, and that me and Coach Clark have done together, and they've been great. The biggest supporter in that whole situation, and probably the old man of the group, as you have heard, has been Jared Bell. And then I walked out yesterday, and Jared's probably in his 40s right now, and he's got a crooked knee, oils up before he starts. And then he turned down, and we were down some corners yesterday, and he stepped out, and he knew exactly what to do at corner. And then he went back, and he made a play today at corner, and I was like, oh, my God. And he goes, I've been coaching him up in the spring, because he was our assistant coach in the spring. Go Buffs, beat Hawaii.
Wow, we're moving, right? We're moving. Toby, 200 pounds, those kickers, we need to move them, some of them to linebacker. Jeez. Hey, appreciate you allowing me to be here. Rick and Mike for allowing me to be here, for hiring me. All of you for allowing me to be at Boulder, at the University of Colorado. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate our players. These guys are, I didn't know what to expect when I came from San Francisco. These guys are awesome, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. They work their tail off. They want to win bad. And that's really a key point in building and turning a program around. So anyway, I'm excited to play. I'm tired of practicing. We got a game real soon. Again, appreciate y'all. Rick, I did that in under a minute, I think, right? All right, go Buffs.